Welcome back everyone to my Let's Play of Final Fantasy V, the 4-job Fiesta for T&V Small Critter Rescue. Last episode we learned that we need to find some adamantium to reinforce the airship so that we can fly up to the floating city that rose from the Ronka runes. That's where the earth crystal's at, and somebody turned on the machine that makes the city fly, so we gotta get up there, shut the machine off before the earth crystal cracks. So, luckily Galuf remembered that there's adamantium in his meteorite that he came to this world in. So, he also happens to remember where the switch to open the place up is at. Yeah, we head on inside, and unlike the meteor at Warus and Karnak, that warp doesn't take us anywhere, so that's lucky. But taking this adamantium will cause us to have to fight this boss coming up, so... Yeah, we got a little boss fight coming up, but unlike the sand one that we fought, this one it will have an elemental weakness. It'll be weak to ice, so we'll be able to take care of it pretty easily. Also, it's in a cave. In this cave terrain, the terrain that you use from the Geomancer, one of the effects it can be is the stalactite, and that takes off a lot of damage. So, get lucky, I get a few of the stalactites to finish this thing off, so... This guy hits pretty hard, so if I'm not healing, I'll just have T&V cast the armor spell. I didn't have to do any healing this round because luckily Lenna avoided attacks with the elf cape. So, yeah, put the armor on the characters in the front row. He hits pretty hard, but we hit him even harder, so... We got lucky, got stalactite twice there. That takes off half his hit points. Yeah, and then Faris and Galuf will just finish him off with their ice 2 swords. And we're lucky the next few bosses have elemental weaknesses, so it's nice. So we can actually do damage to them, so... Alright, now we get the adamantium, now we're going to head back to see Cid, but before we do that, I said there's that optional scene that you can get if you go back to Tycoon Castle after Faris mentions that she really is Lenna's sister. So we'll just get a brief glimpse into their past. We'll learn a little bit more about Faris and how she became separated from her father. So, oh, but you can only enter the meteor from the bottom there. If you try to enter from the north, it blocks you. You can't. So you have to hit it from the south there. So let's just talk with that guard. He opens up the gate. We're gonna come in here, and the Chancellor's gonna give us the option to go to spend the night. We'll spend the night, heal ourselves up, because we have a big boss rush coming up after this. So, but luckily, we have basically 5 bosses in a row, but you don't have to fight them all in a row. You can stop between each boss and heal up. Lenna, are you awake? She's not sleeping in her room this time. Yes, and I was a little the shock from falling into the sea. Made me forget. Sister, but seeing this room now, I remember. And here we get the little flashback. We get to see little girl Faris and little girl Lenna. So yeah, her real name is Sarissa, and she's learning white magic. But I guess she forgot it all because when she joined our party, she didn't have any white magic. So, yeah, she's gonna go put her little sister to bed and get her test graded. There is also another new piece of dialogue, but it doesn't really affect anything until much later in the game. But I will show it off, so... Yeah, you figure that teacher would have new dialogue, but nope. Yeah, there's little baby Lenna there. Still has the pink hair. Lenna, I'm gonna ride to hear you tomorrow with Father. Father says it's a wonderful feeling to fly high in the sky. He says from up there, people on the ground look like they had float cast on them. Wrong spell, Sarissa. Oh wait, was it something else? Maybe Toad, Exit? Maybe. I think it was Mini. Mini spells are what we got in the catapult. We're going to learn that place where Cid is at. We're going to be returning to right after this. She sure has taken a while. Yeah, she pushed the bed next to her sisters and ended up taking a nap. So, it is 100% confirmed now that they are sisters, but they're going to keep that away from the Chancellor because it said if they found out now he'd keep it there for too long, so You're right. We have to use our power to search for Father. There's no time to waste. Yeah, they figure Father is up in that room, the floating city. Like I said, now we just gotta take the adamantium back to Cid and Mid, get the airship reconfigured, and then fly on up there. So let's head on back there. And this guy's the guy who has the new dialogue. The legend says 1,000 years ago, the sky over Tycoon split open. That's going to be the basically entrance to the final dungeon in the game. But like I said, it's the final dungeon, so it's very much later in the game. But later on in the game, there'll be a split over Tycoon Castle in the sky, and that'll be basically the entrance to the final dungeon. Now let's just check out our map, where we're going. Oh, headed over a little too far to the east. There we go, Sea Island. Now we gotta do the most difficult thing ever, landing on this small little spot there. And Cid and Mid, luckily they've read their books and they know exactly what they need to do with this material. We got the adamantium. We'll start right away. You guys should go take a rest in the bedroom. Like I said, that'll be good because, like I said, we got a big boss rush coming up here. You can learn some blue magic here at this boss if you have a blue mage as one of your jobs. So you might want to, if you have a blue mage, set the blue mage up. You can learn the emission and the rocket punch spell. Donk. I had a dream that the airship was already finished. Dreams come true. I'm Sugarland's baby girl song. Wow, you guys are fast. Lift off and then press the A button and choose to go up. So we can get to the flying city with this. But they have a little, a little bit of worried there a little bit, because they were going to tell us about the defensive on the city. So yeah, the city cannot be entered until all the cannons have been destroyed. According to the book, the cannons are very powerful. But luckily we have good jobs to take care of the cannons. Black Mage is good. Summoner is good with the Ramu. Ninjas are good with the... they can throw lightning scrolls. And our character is good because they can hit the elemental weakness. And Geomancers are also very good against these bosses coming up. At least the first 4 bosses. So now we can press the A button. And it gives us the option to land or go up higher. I'm going to land real quick here to save, because I had to record this like 3 times, because it just, every time I got into this boss fight, I kept screwing up the capture card, so I was like, just in case if it screws up again, I don't have to restart all over again, so. But here's the city. On the left and on the right, there's 2 sets of cannons. You can have flame guns or rockets. Flame guns cast this emission, that's a blue magic spell. Flame guns are, I guess, more deadly. They can probably kill you more easily. But they're easier to fight because the rockets tend to use this rocket punch, and it basically confuses your characters. And they also use a rocket spell that reduces characters' hit points by half. So they tend not to do a lot of damage. They just keep halving your hit points over and over again. So it just makes the battles really long and boring. I said the Geomancers are really good because their terrain effect in the sky here, the only one they have is Gale Storm. And Gale Storm hits them all for about like 650 damage. So theoretically, if we had all Geomancers, we could just all spam the terrain spell, finish these guys off real quick. But right now we only have Lenna with the terrain. Although TNV will probably be our next Geomancer. We'll flip Lenna and TNV's jobs around. She's going to master Geomancer shortly. Geomancer doesn't take much to master. Only 175 job points total. So, but it's going to be a good job to master because if you look at some of my other Fiestas, one of the final ability that the Geomancer gets is basically immunity to damage traps. And there's a few dungeons later on in the game where basically all the tiles are damage tiles, and every time you step on them you lose 50 hit points, everyone in the party. And it can make it really, really annoying. So you gotta do a lot of healing, and if you don't have a white mage or a whole bunch of potions, it can be a real pain. So yeah, the rocket's charmed T and V. Luckily, he doesn't have a weapon that can really hurt anyone. If he hits anybody, including himself, he'll just heal them. But he's being dumb here, and he keeps casting spells instead. So it's kind of annoying. Lucky Lenna there, the Geomancer, doesn't really hit hard with her knife, so she can uncharm anybody. I was hoping that T and B would end up hitting himself, because he has that healing staff, and he would just heal himself and knock off the confusion. It doesn't matter if taking damage doesn't remove the confusion, just getting hit does. So, as you can see, the rockets tend to use like hit point halving and hit point thirding spells, and that's what, like I said, makes them annoying. But they're not doing straight hard damage like the flamethrowers were. Like I said, the good thing is, after each of these battles, you can go into your menu and heal up. If you also want, you can also retreat and just go to the south. And going to the south will allow you to fly back to the overworld map. And you can heal up there, you can stay to the inn. And we'll be doing that after you defeat all the rockets and the flamethrowers. Because these are like the... what should we call it? The towers on the Death Star. And then they have the Death Star super laser that's gonna make an appearance then. And that's the main boss. Sadly, that boss is gonna be a lot tougher than these ones because it is going to have a resistance to wind. So the source of damage that Lenna with the terrain is using isn't gonna work anymore. But we'll just have her basically be a white mage in that fight. She can help T and V out. Luckily, the super gun, the final boss, still has the weakness to lightning. So Faris and Galuf still do decent damage if we didn't cast that lightning 2 on their swords, because their swords remember are lightning elemental, the coral swords. But they still do more damage if you just take that one turn to cast the lightning 2 on it. But because Faris got confused there, I just finished it off. So, like I said, the good thing with the Geomancer is they never use MP for their terrain attacks, so she has plenty of MP to help heal up between battles. And here we have the last group of flamethrowers, the flame guns. It seems to differ. Like, I got lucky this time. I don't know if I say lucky, but I got an even split. I got two pairs of flame guns, 2 pairs of rocket guns. Sometimes I've gotten like 1 flame gun and 3 pairs of rockets. So it doesn't necessarily, you may get different amounts of the enemies. But like they'll always come in like a pair, so you won't get like a flame gun and a rocket. You'll get 2 flame guns and 2 rockets, but I've never gotten all flame guns and all rockets. Like I said, the most I've ever gotten was 3 of one and 1 of the other. Like I said, other jobs that are good: ninjas that can throw the thunder scrolls, black mages with lightning 2, summoners with Lamu summon. We're gonna head back to that town where Lamu was. We got some enemies to fight around there. Gotta get those dragons, and there's an enemy in the sea. So, because we use the steamship, I guess, to repair the airship, one of the advantages we can actually land in the water, and then the airship becomes a regular boat. So we can still get random encounters in the sea, and we'll get those random encounters later on. So now, yeah, we can just head straight up to fight the cannon, but instead I'm going to retreat, heal up, go talk with Cid and Mid and get the free healing. Once again, tough thing. And I pressed the wrong button there. Also, I pressed earlier. My controller, I guess, is my thumb is dumb on my controller. Fat thumbs, they call that, I guess. I wanted to select Faris, have her cast Lightning 2 on her sword, and I bumped the wrong direction and made her go to the back row. Cost some time, but didn't cost me the battle, so. But just in case, like I said, this battle coming up can be difficult because, like I said, the Geomancer is going to be useless. So we're going to make a save here and heal ourselves up. And we'll just get some last minute advice from Cid and Mid. So it's nice that the game does this. We will have a boss coming up later on at the end of the runes, the floating city. There's basically 5 bosses in a row, but we don't have the option of healing between them. So we'll take advantage of it now. So they said they had the thing Mid there. We found a bunch of different books. They mislabeled Cid there. His name is Cid, but they had a Mid. Maybe we gotta hit this button to open the door here. We open the door, and then we got a save point here. We'll save our game, and then we'll start up the next episode right here, and head up and take out that big cannon. Take care, have a good one, see you then. Bye.